In, placing Nia Potch.
Yeah, that's it. Whoa.
And we see turnover there by Victoria.
A bit of extended pressure from SA as well that Victoria wasn't expecting, so a good little change-up.
That certainly helped them in their semi-final, and to be truthful, all championships, you know, South Australia has been one of the better teams at constantly changing up their defence, haven't they?
Yeah, definitely. And look, it's not a rule of thumb for coaches, but from my personal point of view, I like to keep the offense on its toes and not allow them to settle into one particular defense for too long. Because that's when, your players like your Poch or your Ball A's on the other side of that start to figure out what you're doing and find ways to break that. So I like to, keep them guessing, and Coach Crouch has done a great job of that throughout the whole tournament.
We see Caitlin Dyer in the game. The block came across from Freer. A foul called. So we'll see 2 free throws coming up for Victoria. To the replay here, Georgia Booth got a way through there to Kilsyth Jr. She converts on the second, so 7-point lead now to Victoria. They step up, a little bit of extended half-court pressure, and now SA needing to just tick the scoreboard over. Been on 4 points for a little while now. Taberski into the game. Shoots from long range, can't convert.
It was a great idea to go to that little post-up set that they have for Ball A. The problem with that is Erin Condren did a great job of clogging up the keyway. So we need to have that second, or that feeder, be someone who's willing to shoot the three at a good clip, so they can really punish Erin for sinking in.
Once again, you speak of Erin Condren, blocks the Ball A shot. Game is starting to free up a little bit up both ends. Dyer looking to push the ball now for South Australia. Ball A's gets past Condren. Nice finish from Izzy Ball A's. She's off the mark.
Hopefully that's a sign of things to come for the rest of the game. We very much enjoyed watching her semi-final, so we'd like to see some of that again, please, Izzy.
Shot clock down to single digits for Luttridge. Pulls up for that deep 2. Can't connect, but it's Georgia Booth with the offensive boards. Now Imogen Rock gets in on the act. So this has been a key point of the Victorian players around their offensive rebounding prowess. Nice finds. And Aniev couldn't finish. Victoria will keep possession here. 3 seconds on the shot clock, and we'll see Jess Simons check into the game, replacing Bianca Stasinowski. Nia Potch. Freer. Down low, spun back against Rock. Great finish from Madison Freer. I think possibly a bit underrated in this tournament, Madison Freer.
Yeah, and South Australia then kept their spacing so that no help could come across and make that 1-on-2.
Imogen Rock with the offensive rebound and putback.
And I've said it probably about 15 times already this game, but South Australia have to take care of the offensive boards. Allowing Victoria that many opportunities is just a recipe for disaster.
Jess Simons, did well. I didn't get the catch in the first place. It looked like there were about 3 or 4 Victorians looked like a very risky pass. She did the best to receive that pass, but just couldn't maintain the handle now. So another turnover for South Australia. Luffridge given a lot of room there at the three-point line, and she makes South Australia pay for it.
Cannot go under screens with Luffridge.
Borlays. No three-pointer off the mark. Well, I mean, Luffridge, maybe in the last two games hasn't been, I mean, she's still been amassing, 10, 12 points here and there, but she's been certainly facilitating for other players so well and finding other ways to contribute where maybe that three-point shot hasn't been as much of a feature as we know it can be throughout the tournament. You see, stop now by South Australia. Borlays setting her options in transition. Now with Simons. Into Frida. Zaberski looks into Dyer. Back out to Frida. And they will rebound for O'Hara. So lead out to double digits now. For the first time in this game. 2.5 minutes to play in the first half. Oh, Frida, what is flying everywhere? Frida got the stop, but it looked like she was trying to bust out in transition. There, Victoria got it, and it looked like it was Imogen, no, it wasn't Imogen Rock, Georgia Booth.
It's great to see any female coach step up and put their hand up and say, yeah, I want to coach this. It's not something that comes naturally to us as female coaches, but what I really like is to get to a point and we look like we're heading that way to where we're not referred to as female coaches, we're just coaches, and there are as many of us as there are of the male coaches. So it's a really great first step, and hopefully we can continue it on.
Another basket for Victoria. Frida. Now looking back to Simons. Riding a wave of confidence here in this third quarter. Borlays spins back down. Shot just rings out. Another offensive rebound from Stasinowski. Her 5th offensive rebound of the game.
It's probably her first one-on-one opportunity she's had for the game too. So, Simons knocking that three might have opened things up for her a little bit.
Valuable deflection by Diami Anania. That was on its way to Jess Simons with a bit of room at the three-point line. So another basket for Victoria in the margin, back out to 19 points.
It's tough to make a pass past that wingspan. That is a hell of a wingspan for Anania.
Rock comes up with the steal. Luffridge, shot clock down to single digits. Makes her way through. Well guarded by Stasinowski. An offensive rebound for Victoria. Stopped in the end by South Australia. Harriet Cox looks to push things now through Borlays. Out to Simons. Left open at three-point line, and she knocks it down. Jess Simons has 10 points now.
So now for South Australia, for their guards, it's really important they find her. So they've got the next offensive set needs to be something to get her a clean, open three look.
Speaking of clean, open three looks, down to Luffridge with a triple. First second of the game, has not missed from beyond the arc.
Right back at you, right?
So, there's some 4 minutes to play in this third quarter. So we'll be really hoping they could just get this margin back maybe to below 15 at a minimum. Heading into the final change, Luffridge comes down. He's done so well running the show for Victoria across this campaign. And a foul call on Frida. So maybe you could take us through a little bit of the international experience that some of these players have had across, both lineups. We've got quite a few players here now through the, the junior national sort of system have been able to get on the floor a bit and touch that international competition.
Yeah, well, Izzy Borlays, Poch and Luffridge were all in the under-19s Gems team that won silver last year. And that was an amazing team. The things that they accomplished was outstanding. Coach David Herbert, who was coaching the Navy women at this tournament. So a lot of experience and a lot of, I guess, international experience in this tournament. So Jess Simons was also selected in the under-17 Sapphires team pre-COVID, which unfortunately couldn't go ahead. So yeah, you know, a lot of international experience, or at least international recognition for some of these girls.
Yeah, and it is after such an interrupted, 2 or 3 years. It's great to see, these sort of competitions now starting to become, regularly. We had the under-18s last week in Ballarat, but international competition. I mean, we were speaking off air. You're heading to, the Worlds with the under-17. Under-19?
Under-17, yeah, the Sapphires group. So, yeah, it should be exciting. So we're off to Jordan in June for Asia Cup, and then Debrecen in Hungary for the World Championships if we're lucky enough to qualify, Darren.
Is there substitution here for Victoria? Anania checking out of the game, replaced by Hayley Merrigan. And Tess Hill checks back in. Luffridge out on the break finds Ananiev. Shot was blocked but gets her own rebound. Third chance here for Victoria. A fourth one now with Georgia Booth, I should say. Ball scrambling, both teams scrambling. Officials call the jump ball. And the possession arrow with South Australia.
And both teams just putting their body on the line and fighting to the very end of this game, which is great to see. It's a testament to, AJCs to see this sort of, care and fight in both teams in a game that really has blown out. And it's going to be very difficult for South Australia to come back here, but they're still fighting every second of this game.
They force Bianca Stasinowski to play the point guard role now. Double team on Dyer. Looks into Borlase. Nice speed into Izzy Borlase, and wonderful for Borlase to hold off the defence there. Imogen Rock to a triple. Nice shot by Imogen Rock. She has 6 points now.
And that's the risk with running a full court extended pressure, whether it be a trap. You do leave yourself open to that sort of early three, which if they knock it down, great. But that's the sort of shot you want to give up. You want them to take early perimeter shots.
Speaking of knocking down threes, Jess Simons, 4 of 6 in this second half. She's got 18 points. Maybe a little bit too little too late for South Australia, but nonetheless, damn enjoyable to watch. Luffridge. And we've got a shot clock violation. The previous shot coming off the backboard. Not touching the rim, so we'll see a substitution here. Hayley Merrigan checking in for Victoria. Who was that? That looked like it was Amy O'Hara checking out. I think so. I believe it was.
Yeah.
Both teams, a little bit of a shorter lineup here. Dyer looks to be open triple. Well rebounded by Luffridge. So halfway through this fourth quarter, Rock with another open look. And another offensive rebound for Victoria. Anania threads the pass through to Rock. Kicked out to Merrigan, but another block from Simons. That's her fourth of the game. Caitlin Dyer now looks to push in transition. Borlase with a little run out. Nice finish from Izzy Borlase. She moves to 13 points to go alongside 12 rebounds. And a timeout called here by Victoria. And, that margin still hovering at 20 points. Zoe, what do you think Karen Mitchell is looking to say to the team here?
I think she'd just be looking for them to steady defensively. Offensively, they're still getting good looks. They're still, they just haven't knocked the last couple down. But defensively, I think, is what she'll be talking about here, and just making sure that, you know, the foot doesn't come off the gas and they don't allow South Australia to make a game of this. You know, keep it at this 20-point margin or extend it. So to do that, that's going to have to take the attention to detail. Coaches always worry about what if, and they will sit there and coach it out to the very, very end and not really believe it's going to happen until it happens. So I know, you know, I think in my final, we were up in a similar scoreline like this, and I was so afraid that something crazy was going to happen. So yeah, but once that buzzer goes, it is an amazing feeling for everybody. All the work that you've put in and being able to accomplish something great.
I think, yeah, Victoria will just be happy to see the buzzer go and Jess Simons walking off the court because she's hit 23 points in this second half. See Erin Condren at the line. She's got 9 for the game so far, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Been really great. Sunbury and Macedon Rangers basketball, I believe.
Yes.
Does that make her one of your country athletes then, Zoe?
It sure does. Her older sister, Maddie, who's at Portland University at the moment, also played in the under-20s in 2019 with us coaching. So, yeah, very familiar with the Condren family.
20-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Jensen Holton loses the handle there. Luffridge bringing the ball down. Still be another possession here. They can't quite dribble it out and start popping the sparkling drinks here. I was going to say champagne. It is during the championship, so. Nia Peitsch drives. Foul on the way to the bucket. Zabierski will pick up the foul. And South Australia ball here. They look like they'll get the final possession of this game. Don't worry, you're allowed to show some emotion on this side. We're about to see what they do. A lot of work behind the scenes alongside a host of others in Victorian basketball at a local and state level. Zabierski misses the shot from outside the arc. Burrows with the rebound. The full time here at Mackay and a gold medal for Victoria. Silver medal for South Australia, it must be said as well, but for now we'll stay locked on the Victorian crew here. Congratulations to the Victorian team. Sophie Burrows leading the way with 15 points, 8 rebounds. Dallas Luffridge, the captain, with 14 points, 4 rebounds. A host of other contributors as well. Peel with 9, Rock with 6, Condren with 9, and that goes without mentioning a range of other contributors for them on and off the scoreboard. For South Australia red, Jess Simons, 23 points, an amazing second half from her. Borlays, who led all scorers for a while this tournament, has been so fantastic. 13 points for her, 12 rebounds, another double-double for her. Zoe, give us your closing thoughts on that gold medal matchup.
Yeah, I mean, it was always going to be a bit of a test for South Australia. The blessing for Victoria with their depth is the curse for everybody else. So they should walk away from this proud of what they have achieved, though, South Australia, from this whole tournament. I think coming into it, 9 people out of 10 probably would have seen New South Wales in this game. So for them to have played the way they did in that semi-final to get into here, they should be really proud of that. And, you know, holding a player of the calibre of Poch to 2 points for the game is an outstanding effort. So you know, as much as that's not going to make you feel any better because what you really want is the gold medal, they've certainly done themselves and the state of South Australia proud. But Victoria, the way they approached this game, particularly at the defensive end, was just outstanding. They figured out quickly that Poch was a big part of the defensive scout for South Australia, and just